so we battle. We may get additional value if he puts guys in front of the other thing. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna take 4 and then do that. Alright, so we are going to Leeching Bite, giving this +1/+1 and this -1/-1. We're gonna pay green. He draws a card and has 6 power. He's at a pretty low life total though. He still doesn't have any poison. We can play Glistener Elf, or we can play Mycosynth Fiend. I don't really think he can go all out on us next turn no matter what we play, because we're at a high enough life total that it would be relevant. And I think getting Glistener Elf down is going to be better because with the Battle Cry it becomes you know, pretty decent force. So this is actually a pretty challenging deck to play because a lot of my cards are not very synergistic, and like I've got him at 12 life but no infect. Next turn I think we just bash with everything, especially if he... Okay, he's gonna bash with everything. Alright, we're definitely gonna try to trade for this Riddlesmith here. Drop to 7. See what his follow-up play is. Alright, so he doesn't have a whole lot. Ooh, Tormentor Exarch? Does that do anything for us? It hits him for a bunch of poison. Sadly, though, it does not do anything about... Alright, we need to know if this is going to resolve before we decide whether we're bashing with our Fallen or not. So we'll just cast it pre-combat. Okay. We have to attack with this. This puts him a 4 poison. I guess if he has Copper Carapace, we could be screwed, but I think we just want to go for it here. Interestingly enough, with the 4 poison now and all the poison next time, then the Exarch is definitely lethal if we can just pump one of our creatures and get it through. He could have like Galv Blast, or what's he got? Spire Monitor? Yeah, so we're dead if he has a bounce spell. We're not dead to a Soul Eater. Yeah, he's trying to figure out if we can kill him. If he attacks with both Drakes, we'll just use the Exarch to pump the Pro Artifacts guy and get in there for the last little bit. Mirror Metal would be just fine with me right here. So what are my plays here? I can cycle the bomb to draw a card. Right, we want to put him in a situation where he has to block with the Dark Slick Drake. So if we shrink this down and then bash, but then he can take one of them. Yeah. And just hope we don't have a trick. And then he puts this in front of the other one. So that's no good. We could cycle the bomb and try to find Mirror Metal, and if we don't, then we can still play the Exarch. I think that's fine because this is not really going to help us. Is there anything else we could draw where we would want? I think we're just gonna pig all 3 green here. We didn't get anywhere. Okay. Well, we'll draw a mountain. We'll play a forest. So, what are our outs here? Next turn, he can bash us with both fires. We can Exarch. This is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to use the Exarch to pump the Tel'Gelad Fallen. And the reason we have to do that is his two, he'll have to use the flyer to block and trade with that, and then this can only deal us 3 damage, and we get to live another turn. With the battle cry, the this is exactly lethal if he doesn't have removal. So we've got plenty of blockers, so we're just gonna send with everybody. He can chump the Swarm Lord,